Hey, what's up guys, it's DarkArmedDuelist and today I'm going to be doing a Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon deck profile. So I'm really excited for you guys because this deck is an amazing Xyz based deck that summons out some of the largest Xyz monsters in the entire game, consistently getting over 3,000 to 4,000 attack points. So without further ado guys, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell there so you can become part of Notification Squad, and definitely check out the Patreon down in the description below for all those awesome rewards, like getting your name searched in every single video, getting a signed card to the mail, and even getting to request a deck profile every single month to your Patreon along with test hands. So without further ado, let's get straight on into this. So first off, we're going to be playing 3 copies of Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon. This card is the centerpiece of the entire deck. This card is going to be summoning out the majority of the time to go into your Xyz plays, and is a key combo piece for the deck. We're then going to be playing 2 copies of Galaxy Eyes Afterglow Dragon. This card is an amazing 2-of in this deck. I have considered bumping it up to 3, but currently 2 has been working out for me, so I've just kept it at 2. But what this card does is if you control a Galaxy Eyes monster, then you can special summon this card from your hand in defense position. And if this card is detached as an Xyz material, to activate the effect of a monster that this card was a material of, you get to take a Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon from your hand or deck and either special summon it or attach it as an Xyz material to a monster that you control. And then, if you activated this effect during the battle phase, double the attack of all number Xyz monsters that you control. This card is an OTK piece and an extender, which is just absolutely amazing for the deck. We're going to be playing 2 copies of Galaxy Knight. Galaxy Knight is a great normal summon in this deck because when you control a Photon or Galaxy monster, you can normal summon this card without tributing. And then when you do, you can target a Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon in the graveyard if possible. Regardless, it loses 1,000 attack points, and if it does, special summon out the target, if any, face up in defense position, basically giving you an additional level 8 monster to go into a rank 8, which is super helpful for the deck. We're then going to be playing 2 copies of Galaxy Brave. This card is a great extender for the deck because if this card's in your hand, you can reveal any Photon monster in your hand to special summon this card to your side of the field, and if you do, its level becomes the level of the Photon monster that you revealed in your hand. And if this card is normal or special summon, you can target a Galaxy monster in your graveyard, and this card's attack and defense becomes equal to the attack and defense of that monster that you targeted in the graveyard, which this card can get really big because you can target something like a copy of your Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon to get it all the way up to 3,000 as a special summon, and you can even reveal the Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon in your hand because it's a Photon and a Galaxy monster. We're then going to be playing 3 copies of Galaxy Soldier. Galaxy Soldier lets us discard or send to the graveyard any light monster in our hand to special summon this card to your side of the field, which is a super helpful effect just to be able to get that monster on your side of the field. And then when it's summoned to your side of the field, you get to add a Galaxy monster from your deck to your hand, which can be another copy of Galaxy Soldier or any of your Galaxy monsters, which is really helpful for this deck to have an additional searcher and special summon. We then play 3 copies of Photon Vanisher. Photon Vanisher is a great 3-of because this card has a very unique effect that it cannot be normal summoned or set. It must be special summoned in your hand while you control a Photon or Galaxy monster, and it can't attack the turn it's special summoned. And you can only activate the effect of this card once per turn. If this card is special summoned, you can add a Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon from your deck to your hand, and an Xyz monster that uses this card as a material gains the ability that banishes any monster that destroys by battle, which is pretty good because a lot of decks play from the graveyard, so being able to banish those cards is just super helpful. We then play 3 copies of Photon Orbital, which is pretty much the searcher of the deck in a roundabout way, because it has the ability that during the main phase, you can target a Photon or Galaxy monster that you control and equip this monster from your hand or field to the target, and it gains 500 attack points. Also, it cannot be destroyed by battle, and you can send this equip card to the graveyard to add a Photon or Galaxy monster from your deck to your hand. So it's kind of in a way an equip spell, and it's also a searcher all at the same time, being a super unique card. We're then going to be playing a single copy of Photon Thrasher. This card is essentially a Cyber Dragon, because while you control no monsters, you can special summon this card to your side of the field. We then play a single copy of Photon Advancer, which has the ability that if a Photon monster is on the field, you can special summon this card from your hand, and you can only special summon this card once per turn, and it gains 1,000 attack if another Photon monster is on the field, giving you an additional 2,000 attack point monster, because this deck revolves around getting those 2,000 attack point monsters on your side of the field, so you can get those really good plays for your Xyz monsters. We're then going to be playing a single copy of Galaxy Wizard. Galaxy Wizard is a neat card for this deck because it lets you turn it into a level 8 monster, and you can tribute this card to add a Galaxy card from your deck to your hand. I feel like one copy is totally fine for this deck. We're then going to be playing two of the newest cards in this deck, which is going to be two copies of Astral Karibo. Astral Karibo is a great 2-of in this deck because it's a very unique card. It lets you reveal any number monster that's an Xyz monster in your X deck and special summon this card from your hand, and if you do, this card's level becomes the revealed monster's rank. So for example, I could reveal a number 62 and turn this card into a level 8, giving me an additional free level 8 on my side of the field. It also has the ability that you can't special summon monsters from your X deck except for number monsters, and you can only use each effect of this card once per turn. A number Xyz monsters that was special summoned using this card as a material gains the ability that can't be destroyed by battle or by your opponent's card effects, which is a great effect just to be able to protect our monsters from being able to be destroyed by battle, which usually isn't going to happen, but also protecting them from card effects. We're then going to be playing for the last 3 monsters. We're going to be playing 3 copies of Ash Blossom. These are just here to stop your opponent from touching the deck. So they're a great 3-of in the deck. I did consider changing them out for infinite impermanences, but that's totally up to you what 3 hand traps you play in this place. So that's it for the monsters, guys. Let's get into the spells. So for the spells, we're going to be playing a single copy of Reinforcements of the Army, because this card is a great card for the deck to be able to search all of the cards that we need in the deck that are warrior monsters and level 4 and lower. Play a single copy of Monster Reborn just as an extender, because we play so many level 8 monsters in this deck, it helps out to be able to get them back from the graveyard. We play a single copy of Galaxy Zero, which is essentially a searchable Monster Reborn, because you get to target a Photon or Galaxy monster in the graveyard and special summon it in face-up attack position. An equipped monster that's equipped with this card, it can't attack or activate its effects, and if it would be destroyed by battle during your battle phase, then you can destroy this card instead. And when this card leaves the field, the equipped monster's attack becomes 0, which is kind of weird because you'd imagine it would actually be destroyed, but it's not. It just drops to 0 attack. We then play a single copy of Galaxy Trance. Galaxy Trance lets us pay 2,000 life points, target a Photon monster in the grave, and special summon both it and 1 Galaxy monster from your deck with the same level in defense position. And if you do, each monster's attack becomes 2,000, and also their effects are negated. And you can only activate this card once per turn, and you can't normal summon or special summon monsters during the turn you activate this card, except for Photon or Galaxy monsters, which is not that big of a deal because the majority of the stuff we're going to be summoning anyways is Photon and Galaxies. We then play a single copy of Call by the Grave just to stop our opponent from hand trapping us. So this card is a great 1-of in the deck, and I really like it as a 1-of in here. We play 3 copies of Photon Sanctuary. It gives us 2 2,000 attack point tokens that are level 4, 0 defense, light. You use this card to go into your copy of Soulflare Dragon. So you're playing this card as a 3-of in here because it lets you link summon extremely easily in this deck. Play 3 copies of Galaxy Expedition. This card is a great card to special summon out cards from the deck, because if you control level 5 or higher Photon or Galaxy monster, you can special summon a level 5 or higher Photon or Galaxy monster from the deck in defense position, which can get you your copies of Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon, Galaxy Knight, any of those cards that you want to summon to your side of the field, this card has your back. We then play 3 copies of Trade-In because we're playing so many level 8s in this deck, and this card comes in super handy to dig into the deck to get to the exact cards that we need when we need them. So that's it for the main deck, guys. Let's get into the extra deck. So for the extra deck, we're going to be playing a single copy of number 62, Galaxy Eyes Prime Photon Dragon. This card is basically a 4,000 attack point monster that you're going to be able to use as Xyz material to climb into some really powerful monsters in the deck, but it's a really good standalone card that can get really big on its own. We played a single copy of number 107. I love playing this card in this deck because it's super nostalgic between the battle of 107 and Photon Dragon. I really love this particular card. Tachyon Dragon is just such an amazing battle phase monster because once per battle phase, at the start of your battle phase, you can detach a material from this card and negate the effects of all other face-up monsters currently on the field, and their attacking events become their original attacking event. And if you do any of these during the battle phase this turn, each time your opponent activates a card effect and it resolves, this card gains 1,000 attack during that battle phase, and it can make a second attack during each battle phase this turn, which is a pretty good effect just to be able to attack multiple times if your opponent tries to activate any effects. We then play a single copy of Galaxy Eyes Cypher Dragon. This card can take a monster from your opponent by detaching a material, which is pretty good. The only downside is it does target. We then play a single copy of number 38 because it eats spell cards, so I really like this card as a one of in here. One copy of Galaxy Eyes Full Armor Photon because you can make this on top of any of your Galaxy Eyes monsters that are Xyz monsters, basically ranking it up for free, which is pretty good. It also lets you detach a material from this card to be able to pop a card, which is pretty good as well. We play a single copy of Galaxy Eyes Cypher Blade, which is basically the same thing as Full Armor Photon, but it can't be used as an Xyz material. And you can actually summon this card on any rank 8 Galaxy Eyes monster that you control. You can detach a material from this card and then target one card on the field and destroy it, which is a pretty good effect just to be able to pop a card on the field. We then place 2 copies of number 90 Galaxy Eyes Photon Lord. This card is a great 2 of in the deck because you're going to be making this card a lot if you're going first. Then if this card has a Photon monster as a material, it cannot be destroyed by card effects, and you can only use each effect of this card once per turn. Then when an opponent's monster activates its effect, quick effect, you can detach a material from this card and negate the monster's effect, and if this card detach a Galaxy monster, you destroy that monster as well. And then during your opponent's turn, quick effect, you can take a Photon or Galaxy monster card from your deck and either add it to your hand or attach it as a material, which is pretty good to be able to add a Galaxy or a Photon card from your deck to your hand. I really like that effect to be able to use that with this card. We then play a single copy of Divine Dragon Knight Felgram because this card comes in very handy with our Afterglow Dragon because you make this card very easily. Detach a material from it, make it immune to everything, and then use the Afterglow's effect. A single copy of Infinity and a single copy of Nova just to give us that additional negation in the deck. They're very easy to make in this deck because you just use them with a Galaxy Soldier to summon to your side of the field. One copy of Starliege Photon Blast Dragon. This card is our only rank 4 that we're playing in the deck. That has the ability of its Xyz summon. You can special summon a Photon monster from your hand, which is a pretty good effect just to give you that added summon to your side of the field. A single copy of Zeus because Zeus can board wipe, and it's really easy to summon in an Xyz based deck like this. And then 2 copies of Galaxy Eyes Soulflare Dragon. This card is a very nice card to go into because it has the ability that if this card is link summon, you can target a Photon or Galaxy monster in your graveyard and add it back to your hand. And it also has the ability that during your opponent's main phase, quick effect, you can discard a Photon or a Galaxy card, or 1 Photon and a Galaxy card, or discard a Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon to target a special summon monster your opponent controls and destroy it, which is a pretty good effect just to be able to pop a card that your opponent summoned. So that's pretty much it for the deck, guys. I hope you enjoyed. It's a really fun deck to play with. I really love playing around with Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon. It's super nostalgic from Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal. It's one of the best decks, in my opinion, that came out of Zexal, and it's just a super awesome deck. So anyways, guys, this is DarkArmedDuelist. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell there so you can become part of the notification squad, and we'll see you guys in the next video. See you later, guys.